Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Dr. Glenn Vo. I'm super excited to bring it. I mean, he's an old friend. He's an old friend. Maybe you guys don't know him yet because, again, you probably only seen him at trade shows, not so much in Nifty Group. But trust me, they've been hooking us up with deals. It's Trent with Dentalree. Trent, how's everything going in Las Vegas? Right here in Vegas.
Yep, in Vegas. How you doing, Dr. Vo? Good to see you. Pleasure to talk to you today.
Well, I'm excited to bring you on because, again, so many people probably have talked to you over the years in the Nifty Group. You guys have been big supporters, been giving us some great deals. I'm sure people reach out to you all the time. They're talking to you. They probably talk to you on the phone. They probably don't never met you before. Well, here it is. That was like the Wizard of Oz. I'm getting you from behind the curtain. Everyone's gonna see you now. And guys, now that you know Trent, now you see Trent. Now I know everyone knows Linda. You probably see Linda a lot at the trade shows, but Trent's there too. He's doing all the whole hard work. He's doing all the heavy lifting. Linda's just there, just hanging out at the booth and stuff like that. But now that you guys have seen who Trent is, you got to go and say hello. So Trent, what is the weather like right now over there in Vegas?
Actually, it's starting to cool down. We've been up in the 90s and stuff, but we're finally going to get a fall. So it's going to be about 80
Oh
today.
wow!
And then a week from Friday, we're going to be about high 60s, low
Oh my
70s. So
gosh,
we're getting fall.
Trent, you're gonna have to bust out some jackets there.
Yeah, sweatshirt, something.
So Trent, I mean, I want to just dive in because I mean, again, I've been a customer of Dentalree for a long time, and you guys are probably wondering, most of you guys already know who Dentalree is, but there's new members who don't know. Trent, just very briefly, what is Dentalree and how do you help us dentists out?
Well, Dentalree we're mainly a dental rotary supplier and manufacturers. We have some vested interests, especially in the diamond manufacturer, which is Crosstech, which is made out of Thailand. Very good diamond, as you know, and other people know. Last time clinicians report, Christensen talked about anything about diamonds and compared. Granted, it's been a long time since they've done it. They rated us number one.
Wow.
So it's a high quality diamond. It's a multi-layered diamond where a lot of diamonds that are out there now are single layered. And so it'll give you some of the longevity, and most important is a good quality cut, especially, on your preps and everything that you're doing on your bulk reductions. So.
Now, and I have to ask you something here because, again, I've been a big fan of you guys, been a long time user. There's a lot of people in the group use you guys, and doctors always come to me. They're like, "Well, why can't I just buy it from like Shine or buy it from wherever?" And I tell them, I was like, "Look, okay, number one, because I can save a ton of money, but the service is great, people are good, and so for those who are like listening and watching this right now, they're like, well, I've never heard of Dentalree other than the fact that you just brought them up, Dr. Vo. Trent, how long have you guys been around? You didn't roll out of bed one day and say burrs and diamonds. That sounds like a good business to get into, and let me just throw up a website, because a lot of times there's companies out there that literally do that, right?
There is, and there's a lot.
Yeah, they'll just throw up a website, but you guys are different. Trent, how long have you guys been around?
Almost 20 years, as Linda's had the company to the thing. A little background on myself. I've been selling burrs mainly for 30 some odd years. I started with Brasler a long time ago. Then, of course, they had what I affectionately call their divorce with Comet USA. I left, went back, sold Comet for a while. With that and people that I know in the industry, which is quite a few, local, national schools and everything, I would have not partnered up with Linda to sell burrs, especially diamonds, if I did not feel and could look at you in the eye and say, this is a good quality burr.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
mean, because
people,
you got a reputation to protect, number one, but number two, you actually know what's out there. I mean, you work for one of the bigger companies, and a question that everyone always has, and I want to ask you this too, is, why is it that the Brasslers and the other big names, I mean, they're selling their burrs and diamond, and you guys can sell it for almost like half the price. What's the what's the angle there? Because again, a lot of times people think that when they get like a super good deal, there's an issue with the quality. But I tell them that there's other factors in play that you're not thinking about. And what's that, Trent? Like, what? Well, how can you guys have these such great prices that, I mean, you've been extended. This is not anything new. You guys have been extending these great pricing for as long as I've known you guys.
Well, the main difference is we're truly factory direct. We have a vested interest in Crosstech's factory. The other factor is I don't have 50 to 100 plus more boots on the street. So when you have boots on the street, you have to pay them and
Yeah.
all the benefits and everything to go there. Then you have management with that, management topped on that, and managers topped on that. We're like most of our Nifty Thrifty customers is we are a smaller family-owned business. Doesn't mean that we're too small, that we're going to have a lot of back orders and a lot of quality control issues. We're bigger. We do quite a bit in the millions of dollars of business, but it's truly direct. The factory sends them to me. We put them on shelf in the warehouse. You order them and we ship them to you. Most of our customers come from trade shows, email advertisings, and of course the Nifty Thrifty group. So that's how we're able to save quite a bit of money and maintain the quality. Overall, it's similar cost to make a good quality diamond. Ours might be slightly a little lower, above than some of the other ones, because as I mentioned before, is we're putting at least 2 layers on the diamond.
Yeah.
And attaching it to the shank. So it gives that good quality burr, but we're family owned. Everybody's happy, been in the industry for a long time, and we don't have all those extra higher costs.
Yeah. I mean, all the extra team members, management, all these different things. I mean, you guys still straight to the dens, and yes, presence in the Nifty group for many years, but also you guys are at trade shows and whatnot, and that's it. I mean, you guys are just focusing on just getting it straight to us, and we benefit. We save all this money. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, Trent, is I'm actually going to share my screen, and I'm going to bring it to the site because number one, easiest way for Nifty members to take advantage of these deals is going to the Dentalree site. Now we'll talk about the Nifty deal. We'll talk about that later. But the first thing I notice when I land on the site, I see fast cut diamonds, right? And I'll tell you what, I mean, I like the diamonds at Dentalree, but when I see fast cut diamonds, is it faster than what I'm using right now? Trent, tell me about this. I know it's coming soon, so we can't pull it up just yet, but tell us about these fast cut diamonds.
Well, the fast cut diamond is different than the other diamonds. If you can kind of see the darker and lighter gray areas on the thing, is a shank is kind of like if you look at your pinky, it's all straight one thing. So the diamonds are premium diamonds that we sell now are multi-layered, but they're all, so the fast cut diamond squared spaces on the shank. So when the diamond angles, you'll see them in other angles. So what happens when you're first using a diamond on a tooth? We all know some people's teeth are a little bit more dense, a little bit harder, and diamonds are the first one. Is it'll faster and less clogging than the current diamonds that are out there. That's the main thing. So it'll cut faster and less clogging on there and give you a longer life for those 2 reasons, because it's a less clogging diamond.
Well,
it'll
be a
little more expensive.
When is it? It says coming soon. When is it available for all of us?
They're in final production. We will introduce them and send it to them and post it on Nifty Thrifty group first as soon as they're available. We don't want to put them out there and then you guys order them and then you have to wait to get them. So as soon as they come here, hit the door, we'll post it out to the group and you guys will be the first ones to be able to try them and use them out. But all our testing and everything has been good. They will look a little bit different because it has a gold shank, one stripe on it to the thing to differentiate what the other diamonds that we currently have. But all our testing, and people seem to really like them and those features.
Well, looking forward to that. So as I'm going down here, and again, dentalree.com, very easy. Multiple products here. Obviously, different burrs, different diamonds, everything you think of. Again, people were talking about, they were bringing this up in the group. What's a good soft tissue
Right.
trimmer? And they're talking about different like brands and stuff like that. But you guys have it here as well. I mean, everything is right here. But one thing I wanted to point out is that your burrs are made in North America. That's something that I wasn't expecting. And again, tell us about the burrs you guys. We talked about the diamonds and that you guys are factory direct as well. But talk about the carbides that you guys have, because again, not only just the diamond, but also the carbides. So tell us about that.
The carbides, we'll talk about operative first. They're made in America. They're either in USA or Canada. Some of them come out of Mexico, but I think they might have closed that plant or sold it. So we have two different types of operative carbides. One is the traditional two-piece that are welded at the neck. They used to be soldered a long time ago. I've been in the burr industry a long time ago. They used to be soldered at the head, and every once in a while you'd get work out and the heads would pop off.
Yeah.
So these are welded now down towards the neck after the tapered of the shank gets the same thing. That's where they're welded. So that's a two-piece carbide. Carbides are inexpensive. I mean, they're the same basically price, even cheaper, that you could buy 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. Those are the ones that are made in Canada. Very, very good factory, been making carbides for over 100 years. Then we have what ones are made in the USA that are one-piece carbide. So anything 0.16 or 1.6 millimeters or smaller are solid carbide. Those do cost a little bit more because you're carbide, not in the carbide tip. I always ask people, Nifty group, they call, they email or anything. I ask them, are you having any issues with breakage? Sometimes say no. Well, save yourself a little money and buy the normal two-piece carbide. Some say yes. Then I asked them, well, what brand are you getting? And I said, well, I just buy them off eBay or I buy them off there and stuff. And it could possibly be the brand. And it could possibly that we all know that we like the smaller 557, 701s, doing root tips, section and third molars. You should probably go up to a little bit bigger diameter or buy the solid piece carbide.
I mean, and again, that's just everyone's practice style, and I'm glad that you asked those type of questions. I'm glad you share that scenario, because a lot of times people think, okay, you can go on here and you can just, click and place an order. It's easy as that. And we'll talk about the Nifty deal. We'll talk about the Nifty code, right? Where you get an extra, look, the prices are already low here, but you get even lower prices once you use the Nifty code. But what Trent just demonstrated is that, look, if you have a question here, he's here to help us out. They're both here to help us. The whole team's here to help us out, asking questions and something like that. What you just brought up, Trent. I mean, again, if people are a little bit more concerned, they're about to use a surgical burr and they're doing some third molars and they're worried about something breaking in the jaw there. If you're worried, then maybe you invest a little bit more on that one piece like you were just talking about. So again, that's just great advice that, again, you can buy burrs and diamonds from some companies, right? Sometimes they have a rep there. Maybe the rep doesn't know anything. Or maybe some company, you can go on eBay, you can buy all these things. You don't have anyone helping you there on eBay. And I could challenge you that whatever you're saving on eBay is so small compared to what Dentalree does, and you're getting better service there. So look, we talked about burrs and diamonds. That's like the bread and butter of this company. But, you guys noticed that we had issues with like, hey, well, we need something that attaches. We need the thing that the burr attaches to. And we're talking about handpiece. So you guys have handpieces as well, made in Canada as well. Tell us about these handpieces.
Yeah, so we sell Bay's handpiece. They're the number one handpiece supplier and seller in Canada. Good, high quality. They have a unique one that if you do not have fiber optics in your chair or your chairs are getting older, we all know those glass tubes crack and break. So you have a burr in the handpiece. So as long as there's air going through the handpiece, yes, the burr will turn. It'll generate a light on those there. Our deal is with Bay's is we sell good quality handpiece at a very reasonable price in warranty or out warranty, you call us, we'll direct you. You go to Base's website, you fill out the form, they send you the UPS label, you send it to Base, they look at it, fix it for you. So jokingly, I tell people, then you don't have to worry about me fixing it out of the trunk of my car. The other thing is with Base, if you want to replace the turbine, why don't you have the people that replace the turbine that do it all the time, clean it out, do everything for you, because it's basically the same cost as if you bought the turbine, we sent it to you, you did it to yourself.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that.
Again, they have a very intro level handpiece. If you see there, number one rated by clinicians report, it's $126 or something like that. So if by chance in your office you're having some maintenance problems, staff, you're not properly maintaining them and purging them, or you're an orthodontist office or something like that, I have several offices that buy those, they use them. It comes with a 6-month warranty. They get about 10 to 12 months use out of them. They stop working. They just buy a new one.
Hey, I mean, again, that's pretty nifty thrifty there. That way you don't have to think about it. And at the price that you guys are selling at, you can buy like almost a handful of these at the cost of like the higher name brand ones that generally, probably don't last just as long. And then after that, you got to repair it. Here, you can repair it or you don't have to. And again, the pricing is so low. Now, something that people don't realize here is that you guys have ortho products as well. So we have a lot of doctors who not only have orthodontists in their practice, but they do ortho as well. Talk about some of the orthodontic products. And that, again, is this something you guys have been selling for a while, or is this something new? Like, I actually never, and I've been a customer for a while, I never knew this.
Well, some of it are newer, last 4 or 5 years. Some of them are debonding burrs, real thin diamonds, what we call the needle burr, for IPRs. So we have the little saw blade that I call there, or the diamonds on each side to help with IPRs. I have to remind people and stuff like that. If you have a very tight contact, then you need to open it up with the flat strip or use some sort of wedge, because if it's so tight that you can't get anything, that's not going to solve your problem. And it's made out of plastic. There's a lot of metal ones out there, but you get a lot of vibration on those. And the safety feature on the back, you can either use it by hand. It comes with a hand instrument handle, or you can a reciprocating handpiece. But the back end is plastic, so if it does catch it, it'll break. So it's a safety feature. We have some mounted diamond discs that are permanently riveted to the shank. So we've all seen those like with the screw. Sometimes you're using it, you stop the handpiece, you can watch it and the screw will back out. Well, we don't want that to have that happen in the office. We have some zirconia based lab burrs. So everybody's doing aligners and everything like that. So it'll trim down your aligner nicely, not generate a lot of heat to do that. And of course we have the buffs that'll buff it out. And then we have the polishers. Once you remove the brackets, would help remove any residual cement and give you that nice polish. So I joke with orthodontists, people do it all the time. You want to get that thing. So when you have them, hand them that mirror, they get that extra pop of those shiny teeth, they're brand new shaped teeth. And so they're pretty happy with what they spent that time and effort with you going through the orthodontic process.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So again, I'm going to stop the share here, but I just want to let everyone know, for those who have been using Dentalree for quite some time, you guys know the service, you guys know the price, you love it. For all the new members, here's the thing. There's a reason why, myself included, a lot of people come over here instead of just buying it from their regular distributor. Just because the pricing is good, the service is great, and honestly, the burrs work just as good as the ones that, Trent already mentioned. Now, what makes it sweeter, you're already probably looking at the website right now, you're probably thinking, okay, this pricing's good. We do have a special code. We have a special code in our group. Trent, what is the special code in our group for our members to use?
So the special code is we try to make it as easy as possible. It's Nifty.
Nifty, that's it. Nifty.
That's it.
The way it works is that they put everything in the card. There's a place you can put a coupon code, correct?
Correct. So it's below usually where you put your credit card information, and it'll say coupon code, discount code. So you just put Nifty in right there.
I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. So, and what's the code? How much off do we get? I know. Now, I'll just let you guys know. Every once in a while, Linda gets really, really generous, around the holidays, and she likes to up that code, throw a different code on top. But the normal code, okay, outside of like the holidays when she gets really generous there. How much? What's the percent off they normally get?
So the normal code for all Nifty members and code is 20%, and that's off
20%.
everything in your cart, from burrs to polishers, handpieces, anything that we sell. It doesn't differentiate or discriminate what you're buying. So it's 20% off everything in your cart.
Sweet.
And I do not believe that there's a minimum order. So if you're buying $100, you're going to save 20%. So it went from $100 to $80 just by using the code.
I mean, there you go. And you know what? I mean, you might as well just stock up because, again, the prices are really low there. And the last thing you want to do is like look around for your favorite diamond or burr and realize you didn't have it when you could just buy a little extra. Look, the amount of money you save shopping with Dentalree as opposed to the big name companies, it's significant. Okay. You could probably buy a little extra once you do the code. So Trent, when is the next time that what are some trade shows that you guys are coming up? So that our members know whenever they're around. Obviously, you guys can take advantage of these deals online, and if you want to get the deal in person, just mention Nifty when you see Trent or Linda. But where are you guys going to be at next? What are some shows you guys going to be at?
We don't have anything till the end of the year.
Okay, well,
only because trade shows are big. It costs you guys a lot of money to go there. It costs us quite a lot of money to go there. So we cut some of them out to try to keep our prices low and to offer your discounts. But in the meantime, is we also want to give you the customer service.
Yeah.
So if you need to contact me, a lot of times I'm in the office, or my email address is Trent, Trent, at dentalree.com. I promise you it'll go on there. If I happen to be in the office or out about, on the tag mail on my email line and on my business card, my cell phone number is on there. So if I'm talking to somebody, like a few minutes ago it rang, I didn't like that, I'm not going to stop necessarily talking to you, doctor, or another doctor and thing, but I promise you leave me a message, I will call you back. If you have burr questions, things like that, we'll call you back. If you have an issue for some reason, please let us know, because we cannot fix issues/problems unless you let us know. And I promise you, we will do everything to help you out and make it right. Because we're in here just like you guys are, careers for a long run. So we try to go forward and do that, and everything that we can do to help provide the customer service and questions that you have. We know burrs. I promise you, we know burrs. We know them. We help develop them. We have some specific different ones that are coming out to do that, because we know burrs to help you. If you buying some from another company and you send us, you take a picture and anything like that, you would like us to cross-reference them for you so you can start buying from Dentalree, we're more than happy to do that.
Oh, love that.
And the website helps you do that too, if you put what calls the worldwide ISO numbers in there. But if that gets to be a little too difficult or anything like that, send it to us.
Snap a picture.
Yep. Give us a couple days. We will cross-reference them for you and send them back to you, so that it'll make it easier for you to go on there. Majority of Nifty Thrifty customers know that. They like it. They try it. They go right on the website, click it, put it in their cart, put in Nifty code, submit it. It goes right to the warehouse. They pull it and it gets shipped to you.
Easy as that, just as easy as that. Again, Trent, thank you so much for jumping on. And guys, I will tell you this, again, there's many times where I send him emails and whatnot. Even if the man has a hot hand at the tables, he will answer your call. Okay. That's how dedicated he is. But again, that's a joke there. Yes, they're in Vegas. And but look, here's the thing. They might not be at some of the trade shows, but if you need to get a hold of someone, Trent just gave his email. And of course, I can always tag the whole company in the Nifty group if you guys need something. But
correct.
Trent, thank you so much for jumping on. I'm glad that we finally pulled them behind the curtain. Everyone's emailed him, known about him, talked to him on the phone. He is a real person. It's not AI you're talking with. It's a real guy right here. It's Trent with Dentalree. Reach out to him and his team. He's here to take care of us. We're super excited to be working with them, and he saved me a ton of money. Trent, if I run into you in Vegas, I might have to treat you to something like next time I'm out there. But Trent, thank you so much.
No problem. We appreciate it. So we know Vegas, there's a lot of smaller, different dental shows that come here. I joke with people, even if you're coming here, we have several doctors that come March Madness, basketball, root their teams and stuff like that. Hey, swing by the office. We'll give you a little tour, pick up your burrs. And I joke with people, hey, it's a business trip.
I love it. I love the way you think. And guys, the special thing, the most important part of that is when you do go on a tour, make sure you get an order on the way out. Okay, pick up some burrs and diamonds while you're there. Trent, thank you so much for jumping on. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time.
All right, thank you. It's been a pleasure.